probably the busiest week of the year so far. It's not going to be the busiest week of this year for sure, but up to this point, we're 6 weeks into January, definitely was the busiest week of the year. A lot of training for a marathon. I was working a week away. Anyways, today's Sunday. It's a rest day, completely, fully. So today we're going to be resting a little bit, but also what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be practicing some JavaScript, because I think that's something that I've been missing. I've been doing a lot of reading, and I kind of mentioned on the last vlog of how much reading there is to do, but also I need to do some practice. I need to practice my Googling skills and practicing my problem solving skills. So that's what we got for today. There literally isn't anything better than a cup of coffee in the morning. And I don't say this because I may have a slight addiction to coffee. Nah, I don't have an addiction to coffee. I work in coffee. You know when people tell you to enjoy the little things in life? That's the little things in life that I enjoy. Just a good cup of coffee in the morning. Last few days have been busy, and not so much about work. They've just been busy with all the running I've had to do. I did 3 days of consecutive running with a couple of gym sessions, and I'm tired. Like today I'm sore. I'm just very sore. But we got Super Bowl tonight and some practice to do today with JavaScript. So that's what we got. That's what the vlog's gonna be about. But for now, have a nice cup of coffee and watch some TV for entertainment, just to chill out. But let's go. You don't need to see me watch TV. So, shall we go to the office? Yeah. Shall we go to the office? Yeah, let's go to the office. We got a bit of a dirty desk and a bit of a messy room. So let's clean it and tidy up first before we get into it. Right, and we managed to get back to normal. So now we're going to be working on code words, and we're going to be doing as many solutions, or we're going to resolve as many problems as we can today, all on JavaScript. So I get to practice my Googling skills, and I get to practice put my knowledge to the test. So we'll see how that goes. So now let's go and let's see how many code words. So we're going straight to code words, and we're going to be practicing mostly fundamentals today. See how they go, and then we'll kind of practicing and see how things are going. This one's called Are You Playing Banjo? So we need to find or create a function that if your name starts with the letter R or lowercase r, you are a banjo. Otherwise, you are not playing the banjo. We'll go here. If name equals R or R. Well, kind of my thinking is like if name equals capital R or R, then names equals still using the if-else conditions and the syntax of if-else. So actually, so it's basically using the conditions of if your name starts with an R, a capital R or a lowercase r, you do play the banjo. If it doesn't, else, then false, you're not playing the banjo. So we need to get this sorted now. So 0 to get the first, oh yeah, I guess. Right, I kind of get it now. So 0 is to find, just obviously, yeah, so now I'm remembering that positioning in letters and names starts from 0. So 0, then 1, then 2, so obviously 0 is the first letter. So we have to create a function, so if, made it. So yeah, so this was kind of actually all right. I found it, I kind of know where I was going with it a little bit, so I'll show you what the code looks like. So this is what the code looked like. So we just had to do, so the if name 0, and basically this means that if the first letters on name and the first position is 0 equals to lowercase r, and then do the same basically with capital R, then return names plus place banjo. I didn't put the space here at first, so it didn't give me, it was wrong at first, but then I managed to fix it. And then else return name plus does not play banjo. So if returns any other name that doesn't start with an R or an R, does not play banjo, and we passed it. Yeah, these are things that I have to carry on doing. I just practicing and going through it. I won't lie, I had a bit of a dig cheat a little bit, but I found this guy, the coding guy, and basically, and it kind of talks through the whole solution of it, but it does actually kind of shows you why you're doing each step and why you're doing each kind of bit of code. So I'm definitely going to be using it more, because I think I found it so much easier when, not that someone tells me the answer, but when someone explains to me why that's the answer. Like, this makes a lot more sense now. And I kind of understand it now. Like, all the reading that I've done, it's making sense. So yeah, right, let's do another one.
I was just having lunch, and then I decided to do another of the code words, and it was incredibly like simple and fundamentals. And this is kind of what I'm getting to, of like, I need to stop overthinking it and then just doing what I think is right, because I had to look for the solution for this, and I was thinking, I was like, how to double an integer and where to do it, how can I double it every time it, and the simple solution was this. This was the simple solution for it. ×2. Like, that's how you double it. Like, there's literally no other way to double it other than doing that. That's very simple. Sometimes, that's the thing, sometimes you just have to trust what you know and stop looking for complicated answers, because the answer might be simpler than you might think. We're now going to go for a walk in this beautiful, not so great weather. At least it's not raining. But we're going to go for a walk with a friend, get some steps in, and then we'll come back and we'll do 2 more code words, and then we can call it a day for today. So far, so good.
And now we're straight back to work. We're going to be doing 1 more code words activity, exercise, solution, call it however you want. And we're going to be chilling out for the rest of the evening, because tonight is the Super Bowl. Chiefs, Eagles, same game as last year, so we'll see how that goes. But let's finish off and let's get another code word solution on the books. This next one is called opposite subtract. Let's try, let's see what we got. Amy and Sarah think they're in love. Go around where they live. They will only know once they pick a flower each. If one of the flowers has an even number of petals and the other has an odd number of petals, it means they're in love. Write a function that will take the number of petals of each flower and return true if they're in love and false if they aren't. So I'm guessing this one will be kind of similar to the first one that we did, which is if and else functions. So we can use that again. Yeah, so write a function that will take the number of petals of each flower. was going the long way around as well again. So pretty simple. Again, this time it's just return. This is kind of like return flower 1, reminder by 2 doesn't equal flower 2, reminder 2. Hey, we got it all done now. And that's it for today's video. So let's show you the code real quick before you go. So again, another very simple solution to what I was looking at, a very complicated problem, is basically return flower 1 divided or reminder by 2 and doesn't equal the flower 2 divided by 2. Basically means that if the result of flower 1 reminder 2 is an even number, then flower 2 cannot be an even number as well, which makes it an odd number, and an odd number plus an even number, you get an odd number. So then either way is true. But then yeah, so that is it for today's video. Another kind of scraping by with a 1 video a week, but today I feel like we made some progress. It felt good. I will be doing this more often, so I'm gonna kind of step away from reading. I'm gonna try to do most of the reading during the week, and then the weekends are gonna be for practicing. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.